Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to tackle one of the biggest, most powerful, and most misunderstood technologies of our time, artificial intelligence.
You've definitely heard the hype, you've seen the sci-fi movies, but is AI our doom, our savior, or something else entirely? Well, today we're cutting through all that noise to figure out what artificial intelligence really is.
So, at its very core, AI is all about creating systems that can do things that normally require a human brain. We're talking about stuff like reasoning, learning from past mistakes, and even just perceiving the world around us.
Okay, here's our game plan. We'll start with the basics, then look at what AI is actually made of. After that, we'll bust some common myths, see how it's already changing our world, and finally, we'll get into the big, tough ethical questions. Let's get to it. First up, let's get a handle on what AI actually is, and where you're already bumping into it, probably without even thinking about it. Just think about your day so far. Did you ask your phone for the weather? Did your streaming service recommend the perfect show to binge? Or did your navigation app find a clever shortcut to beat traffic? If you did any of those, you've already used AI. It's not just in some lab somewhere, it's woven right into our daily lives.
So how does all this stuff work? Well, it's super important to understand that AI isn't just one single thing. Think of it more like a giant toolbox with a bunch of different tools for different jobs.
And these are the biggest tools in that box. You've got machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing, or NLP, and computer vision. They're all different specializations that work together to make AI possible. So here's the crucial part about machine learning. Instead of a programmer having to write code for every single possible outcome, they just feed the system a massive amount of data. And it literally learns on its own. It finds the patterns and makes predictions. It's all about learning from examples, not following a strict set of rules. And deep learning? Well, that takes it to a whole other level. It uses these super complex, multi-layered networks that are kind of modeled after our own brains. This is the powerhouse behind a lot of the most advanced AI today, from translating languages instantly to spotting diseases in medical scans. And a self-driving car is a perfect example of this in action. It uses computer vision to see the road, pedestrians, and other cars. Then it uses deep learning to process all that visual information and make split-second decisions. It's an incredible combination of these different AI building blocks. All right, now that we've got the fundamentals, it's time to do some myth busting. Let's separate the Hollywood story from the actual reality of AI. Okay, first up, the big one. The myth that AI is conscious and thinks like a person. The reality? Not even close. An AI can write a beautiful poem, sure, but it doesn't feel the words. It has no emotions, no self-awareness. It's just an incredibly sophisticated pattern-matching machine. And this quote just nails it. AI applications don't think. They're built to do things in a way that appears to be smart. That word appears is everything. It's about the result, not any kind of inner thought process. Here's another myth, that AI can just learn whatever it wants. The truth is, an AI's performance depends completely on the data we give it. If you don't feed it high-quality data, it can't learn. Simple as that. No data, no learning. And what about our jobs? The myth is that robots are coming for all of them. But the fact is, technology tends to automate tasks, not whole jobs. The real story here is about collaboration. AI can handle the repetitive stuff, which frees us humans up to focus on what we do best, being creative, thinking critically, and coming up with new strategies.
Now, this one is critical. There's a myth that AI is perfectly objective, right? But AI learns from data that humans create. And, well, our data is full of our biases. So if you train an AI on historical data that's biased, you end up building a biased AI. It becomes a mirror for our own flaws, and they can even make them worse.
So now that we've cleared the air on some of those myths, let's talk about the very real impact AI is having, and why, honestly, understanding this stuff is becoming an essential skill for just about everyone. And this isn't science fiction. It's happening right now. AI is totally reshaping major industries. It's helping doctors diagnose diseases faster, protecting our bank accounts from fraud, and personalizing almost every online experience we have. It's creating real value in ways we couldn't even imagine just a few years ago.
But, and this is a really big but, all of this transformative power comes with some very serious ethical responsibilities and risks that we absolutely have to face as a society.
And I mean, listen to this. That sounds pretty intense, right? But this isn't from a movie script. It's a statement signed by hundreds of the top AI experts in the world. They're the ones building this technology, and they're urging all of us to take the long-term risks very, very seriously.
And the risks aren't just some far-off possibility. Researchers have identified these major areas of concern that are happening right now. We're talking about AI systems that reinforce harmful stereotypes, the potential for private information to leak, and the huge problem of misinformation. It's incredibly complex, and getting it right is a massive challenge.
So, as we start to wrap this up, if there's one thing to take away, it's this. AI isn't magic. It's a tool. A ridiculously powerful tool, sure, but at the end of the day, it's something that we humans created. And that means its future isn't predetermined. The kind of impact it's going to have, good or bad, comes down to us. It depends on the rules we set, the values we build into it, and the problems we choose to solve with it. Which leaves us with the ultimate question, doesn't it? Will AI be our greatest tool or our greatest challenge? The truth is that answer is still being written. And it's not a story that's just for the tech experts. It's a story that involves every single one of us.